Hey everyone, it's your tech buddy MKBHD here, diving into the world of edge computing and IoT. Today we rely heavily on the cloud, those giant data centers miles away, for everything from streaming movies to storing files. But here's the catch, relying solely on the cloud can lead to lag. Imagine playing a high-stakes game and your internet connection hiccups just as you're about to score the winning goal. Frustrating, right? That's where edge computing swoops in to save the day. Think of it as bringing the power of the cloud closer to you, right at the edge of the network. Instead of sending data all the way to the cloud for processing, edge computing processes it locally on devices like smartphones, smart speakers, or even sensors in your fridge. This means faster response times, lower latency, and a smoother user experience overall. But wait, there's more. Edge computing isn't just about speed. It also means less reliance on the cloud, which can be beneficial in areas with limited or unreliable internet connectivity. Think remote areas, disaster zones, or even just that one spot in your house where the Wi-Fi signal drops. So, whether you're tired of buffering videos or you're a farmer in a remote area needing real-time data from your sensors, edge computing is here to revolutionize the way we interact with technology. Let's dive into some real-world examples, shall we? Edge AI is where things get really interesting. We're talking about bringing the power of artificial intelligence right to the edge, allowing devices to make smart decisions without relying solely on the cloud. Imagine a drone flying over a farm, analyzing crop health in real time and making adjustments to irrigation or fertilization without any human intervention. That's Edge AI in action. These drones use onboard cameras and sensors to gather data, and the Edge AI algorithms process that data instantly to make informed decisions on the fly. No need to send gigabytes of data to the cloud and wait for a response. The drone can react to changing conditions instantly, optimizing crop yield and saving precious resources. But Edge AI isn't limited to high-tech drones. Remember the Raspberry Pi, that tiny computer that fits in your palm? Well, it can also become an Edge AI powerhouse with TensorFlow Lite, a framework for running machine learning models on resource-constrained devices. You can train a TensorFlow Lite model to recognize objects, detect emotions, or even translate languages, and then deploy that model on a Raspberry Pi to create your own smart devices. The possibilities are truly endless, from smart security cameras that can differentiate between a friendly face and a potential intruder, to personalized healthcare devices that monitor vital signs and provide real-time feedback. Edge AI is transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Now let's talk about 5G. You've heard all the hype, but what does it actually mean for edge computing and IoT? In a nutshell, 5G is like giving your internet connection superpowers. We're talking about lightning-fast speeds, ultra-low latency, and the ability to connect a massive number of devices simultaneously. This is a game-changer for edge computing. Remember how we talked about processing data locally on edge devices? 5G makes that process even faster and more efficient by providing a high-bandwidth, low-latency connection between devices and the network. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities for real-time applications, from augmented reality, AR, to industrial automation. Imagine wearing a pair of AR glasses that can overlay real-time information onto your view of the world. With 5G and edge computing, these glasses could recognize objects, translate languages on the fly, or even provide step-by-step instructions for complex tasks, all without any lag or buffering. In factories, 5G-enabled robots can communicate with each other and with central control systems in real time, enabling faster and more efficient production lines. These robots can use Edge AI to adapt to changing conditions, identify defects, and optimize performance without relying solely on cloud processing. The future of manufacturing is smart, automated, and incredibly fast, thanks to the powerful combination of 5G and edge computing. Section 4. Locking down the Internet of Things, safety first, speed later. But with all this talk about speed and efficiency, let's not forget about security. Connecting billions of devices to the internet creates new challenges in terms of data privacy and security. Hackers are constantly looking for vulnerabilities to exploit, and a single breach can have cascading effects across the entire network. That's where edge computing comes in, with another major benefit: enhanced security. By processing data locally on edge devices, we can reduce the amount of data that needs to be transmitted to the cloud, minimizing the attack surface for potential hackers. Furthermore, edge computing allows for decentralized security measures, so even if one device is compromised, the entire network remains secure. For example, imagine a smart home security system with cameras, motion sensors, and door locks, all connected to the internet. With traditional cloud-based systems, a hacker who gains access to the cloud server could potentially control the entire system. However, with edge computing, each device can be equipped with its own security protocols and encryption keys, making it much more difficult for hackers to gain unauthorized access. Of course, no system is foolproof, and security is an ongoing battle. But by bringing security measures closer to the edge, we can create a more robust and resilient IoT ecosystem that's less vulnerable to attacks. Remember folks, with great power comes great responsibility. We need to prioritize security right from the start to ensure a safe and trustworthy IoT future. Section 5, DIY time, build your own smart security cam. Ready to get your hands dirty with some edge computing action? Let's build a simple yet effective smart security camera using a Raspberry Pi, a camera module, and a bit of code. Don't worry, it's easier than you might think. Here's what you'll need. Raspberry Pi, any model will do. Raspberry Pi camera module, micro SD card, at least 8 GB, power supply for the Raspberry Pi, case for the Raspberry Pi, optional, Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi dongle for internet connectivity, software Raspberry Pi OS, download the latest version from the official website, Motion iOS, a lightweight Linux distribution designed for running security cameras. Steps. First, prepare the Raspberry Pi download and install Raspberry Pi OS on the micro SD card. Connect the camera module to the Raspberry Pi. Next, install Motion iOS. Download the Motion iOS image file and flash it onto the micro SD card. Boot up and connect. Insert the micro SD card into the Raspberry Pi and power it on. Connect the Raspberry Pi to your network via Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Access the Motion iOS interface. Open a web browser on a device connected to the same network and navigate to the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. Finally, configure your camera. Motion iOS provides a user-friendly interface for configuring camera settings, motion detection, recording options, and more. And that's it. You now have a basic smart security camera powered by edge computing. You can access the camera feed remotely, receive motion detection alerts, and even integrate it with other smart home devices. This is just a basic example, and you can expand on it by adding features like facial recognition, object detection, or cloud storage for recorded videos. The beauty of DIY projects like this is that they allow you to learn about edge computing in a fun and engaging way while creating something practical and useful. Section 6. Edge Computing. The future is here, and it's decentralized. So there you have it, folks. Edge computing is transforming the way we interact with technology, bringing us faster speeds, smarter devices, and enhanced security. From drones analyzing crops in real time to Raspberry Pis powering DIY security cameras, the possibilities are truly endless. As 5G networks continue to roll out and devices become even more interconnected, edge computing will play an even more crucial role in our daily lives. We can expect to see a surge in innovative applications across various industries, from healthcare and manufacturing to transportation and entertainment. The future is decentralized, with intelligence distributed across billions of devices working together seamlessly. And the best part is that you don't have to be a tech expert to be a part of this revolution. With a little bit of creativity and a willingness to learn, anyone can harness the power of edge computing and IoT to create amazing things. So go forth, experiment, and build the future you want to see. And as always, thanks for tuning in to MKBHD. Peace.